Have you ever been in a hospital setting and wondered what really happens when you ask for something simple, like a pain reliever? It seems so straightforward, but behind that one little request is this entire hidden world, a process that's been carefully designed for one single reason: your safety. So, let's pull back the curtain and take a look at this incredible journey.
Okay, so let's start with a scenario. Imagine a patient. They're in a rehab center, and they want to use their own pain cream. Let's say it's Fultran. It's theirs, it works for them. I mean, what could be simpler, right? Well, in the world of healthcare, that one simple request actually kicks off a surprisingly complex and totally crucial chain reaction.
So who even handles this? Well, it's not just one person, it's a whole team. You can think of them like a pit crew in a car race, where every single member has a super specific job to make sure everything goes off without a hitch. Let's meet the key players. First up, you've got the prescriber. This is your doctor or nurse practitioner who assesses the patient and writes the official order. But that order doesn't just get a rubber stamp. Oh no, it goes straight to the pharmacist. They're the medication expert, and they act as this first critical safety gate, double and triple checking every single detail before they dispense the exact drug.
From the pharmacy, that order moves to the front lines, to the nurse and the LPN. Now, these are the folks who actually administer the medication, but their job is so much more than that. They are the final set of expert eyes, really the last line of defense, making sure everything is absolutely perfect before that medicine ever gets to the patient.
So, with all these people involved, how does the team communicate perfectly without a single mistake? They all rely on one official blueprint, the prescription. And this thing isn't just a suggestion on a notepad, it's a precise, legally binding document.
And every single item you see on this list, it's a non-negotiable safety check. A valid prescription has to have all 7 of these components. Why? Well, think about it. If the dose is unclear, a patient could get too much or too little. If the route is missing, a pill meant to be swallowed could be mistaken for something else. There's absolutely zero room for error.
Now, when you look at that prescription, the name of the drug can actually show up in 2 different ways. You've got the generic name, which is the official chemical name, kind of like the drug's scientific name, and then you've got the trade name, which is the brand it's sold under, like Advil or Tylenol. It's the same active ingredient, just a different marketing name.
And here's where it all clicks together for our patient. See, they call their cream Voltaren. That's the trade name. But the prescriber is going to write the order using its generic name, diclofenac. The entire healthcare team knows these 2 names mean the exact same thing, which ensures perfect clarity for everyone.
So the prescription is written, it's been filled by the pharmacist, but how does the nursing staff keep track of it every single hour of every single day? That's where something called the Medication Administration Record, or MAR, comes into play. You can think of this as the daily game plan for every single patient.
And this is what a MAR looks like in action. It's a pretty simple grid, right? But it's incredibly powerful. It just gets rid of any guesswork. The nurse on the day shift knows this patient gets furosemide at 8 a.m., and the evening shift nurse knows it's due again at 5 p.m. It's a perfectly synchronized schedule that's designed to prevent any possible error.
And just like the prescription, every single part of the MAR is critical. It's got all the key info, but check out that 5th item, staff initials. That simple signature is a legal confirmation. It's a moment of accountability where a nurse says, yes, I gave this specific medication at this specific time. Nothing is left to chance.
Okay, so we've seen the team, we've seen the tools, but why is the system so rigid? I mean, why can't our patient just use their own cream from home? Well, it's because this entire process is built on a really strict foundation of laws and ethics, all designed for one single purpose: patient safety. This whole process is wrapped in layers of protection. It's governed by federal laws, by the hospital's own policies, and by the professional codes of ethics that every single person on that team has sworn to uphold. This isn't about bureaucracy. It's about building a fortress of safety with zero room for guesswork.
And this quote from the Nursing Code of Ethics, it really gets to the heart of it all. It says a nurse shall have sufficient knowledge. What that means is they can't just follow orders blindly. They are professionally and legally required to understand the medication they are giving. Every single dose is a moment of profound responsibility.
So, let's circle all the way back to our patient. Do they get to use their cream? Yes, absolutely. But only after a prescriber writes an official order, a pharmacist verifies it, and it gets added to the MAR so the nurse can administer it safely and legally. That simple request gets fulfilled, but only after that invisible safety net does its job first.
This intricate little dance happens millions of times a day in healthcare, and most of it is completely out of sight. It's a system that's just built on layers and layers of safety. So the next time you're in a hospital or clinic and you see a nurse checking a wristband or scanning a medication, you'll know that you're watching this vital journey in action. The only question is, what part of this hidden system will you notice first?